Have you guys ever seen or read 50 Shades of Grey?
I've seen it. I've never read it.
Not done either, I don't think. When have you watched
Uncultured? I don't know when it came out.
Aurora and I just saw it twice when you guys walked
I
in.
knew you were going to say that. We're not even wearing gray.
Boys, hello, gals, and hello, non-binary fellas. Welcome to the judgiest place on the internet. My name's Josh.
My name is Rick.
And my name is Christian.
And we are the
Judgies.
We watched it last night, 50 Shades of Grey, that is. And I need to preface this by saying after we watched Twisters, we tried to watch the Glenn Powell Sydney Sweeney movie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I know which one you're talking about.
We made it like 15 minutes in and we were
Is it dog shit?
And then you're too freaking horned up from Glenn Powell and Sydney Sweeney.
They're both so bad acting. They cannot act in that movie.
But he's hot and she has big boobs.
I don't think he's that attractive, actually.
Yeah, he's got like...
She does have great boobs.
Yeah, they just... I won't make a sweeping statement and say...
You know better than a man, Erika.
I know.
I won't make a sweeping statement and say they both are bad actors in general, but that movie, bad. And
Not
then
their best
we
work.
were watching 50 Shades, and holy frick, is there no chemistry between those two actors
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah, I thought she was just a bad actress, and then like she's been in other stuff. She's like, oh, she's not that bad. It's just they were terrible together.
It was so bad. The movie itself was like, the only reason why we kept watching it was because it was like, well, may as well just finish it. It's 50 Shades.
Yeah.
But you guys know this. Where our TV is, you can see right out to the street.
Yep.
Right through the doors. And there's, if you're not aware, a lot of sex scenes in that film.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of freaking hot.
And we were just like, it looks like we're just watching porn to the entire neighborhood.
I mean, what time of night were you watching it at?
Like 8 p.m.
Okay.
9 p.m.
That's pretty rough.
That's
9
prime
p.m.
peeping times. So
9 p.m. It's like, okay, we can get away with it. 8 p.m. That's like people are still taking their dogs on walks.
Yeah.
They're thinking you're a little fucking pervert.
Yeah, and at one point Aurora had to go to the bathroom, so we paused it, and we paused it right on just naked breast. And I was like, well, I have to go forward a couple frames here. This is crazy. We
Can I
can't
go back? You fool.
What's new in your guys' world? Anything interesting?
No.
my shoulder still hurts. Shocker.
I have to go back to work on Monday.
That sucks.
That
It sucks a
sucked.
lot.
You said it.
Yeah.
For all you listeners, I made a shocker with my hand.
Oh, editor, throw this one in there.
Yeah. Agreed. What else is going on? Wilson's got a cold right now.
I said anything interesting.
Did you though?
I did.
I think you said anything new.
Anything,
No.
and then I said anything interesting. Editor?
Yeah, he did say that. I guess, I don't know, my student loan is building interest.
That sucks to hear.
Okay, Erika, rate that joke and then me doing the shocker. Which one was worse?
Was that a joke?
Yeah.
Oh.
He said, I
Cerebral.
said anything interesting, and he said my student loan is building interest.
You guys both
Interesting.
suck,
And
honestly.
speaking of things that suck, we got mail sent to us at P.O. Box 58, Ottawa, Illinois 61350.
What the heck?
That's right, not Ottawa, Canada. We're true red-blooded patriots in this household.
Ew. Is this something over here?
Yeah.
Okay. I will pick it up exactly.
Thank
how
you. I didn't want
Had
Erika. I didn't want you to yell at me again.
You can say our names.
Josh, this is crazy.
I mean, that's fine because this is just a wedding invite. And folks, if you're gonna just send us a wedding invite, don't save the paper, save your postage. But thank you,
We literally told them to send us.
Carly and Ezekiel. But normally they put like
Well, yeah, send us a little note.
There's no note on this. They did write, please, please, please join.
Did they? That's
Yeah.
funny.
And they said Christian and Erika Kleckner and Josh Highsmith, the three guests. And they really want us to go, but you didn't even include my girlfriend. So
Sorry, no plus ones.
also it did happen on the 1st of July, or we need to respond by the 1st of July. So
Ooh,
we did miss
shoot.
the date, and also it happened already.
Dang it.
You just missed it.
I
Rough.
really was trying to be at that one.
Where was it at?
Sorry.
Pennsylvania.
That would have been fun.
Oh, we could have gone to Falling Waters.
We could have just seen the
That'd have been
Amish.
fun.
If I want to see that, I could just go outside when it's raining.
No. Truly, Falling Waters was
Breathtaking.
dope as fuck.
So on that paperclip, that's a nice paperclip.
It's gold.
Oh,
Real gold. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been.
that's true.
Erika,
gold
what else
soft.
do we got?
I hated that. It says you can say my name. Hi, Judgies. My
Hello.
fiance and I are big fans of the pod, and this is our first time sending something in. I started listening to you guys very early, like night after you started gaining some traction on TikTok,
Okay.
and when the logo was still the gavel.
that is actually crazy.
I introduced my fiance to it not long after, and now we're both consistently caught up. Erika is her favorite Judgie because she's funny and too political and a bicon.
Oh
Love
my
that.
god.
Thought that said bacon at first, and I was like, oh, I'm a bacon.
I don't even like bacon that much.
And Christian is my favorite because I relate to him a lot, and he has inspired me to get tested for ADHD.
And he's a bicon.
yeah. Bicontinental.
That's right.
I do love Josh too and regularly comment on his tweets. Thank you guys for all the laughs and for being cool people. Pisses and kisses, James and Lauren. And we are invited to a
the
gathering at the farm. Is this a wedding?
I think so, yeah. Or is it just a gathering?
It is a wedding. It says here
Okay.
at the bottom.
I mean, it could just be like the reception thing. You know, some people
That's
do
fair.
that.
Yeah, but it just says the gathering at the farm. You're
yeah,
invited.
that's what I mean.
These people, Lauren and
Okay.
James, June 1st, 2024
Ooh, just missed it.
Just missed it.
in Ohio.
Well, we got that in May. So that was a really short turnaround. That's not even our fault.
I mean, yeah, just probably the USPS's fault, honestly. Let's blame them.
We were going to go to that one as the unfortunate part.
Frick.
But we don't just go to weddings on this podcast.
Oh, actually, we are going to a wedding tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks for the invite.
I don't think
you
want to
to my place?
The girl I coach with volleyball.
I've met her.
No, you haven't.
Of course, because she doesn't fucking invite me to anything.
Do you want to come to my volleyball games?
Don't know.
Watch me coach high school?
No. Not even a little bit. Can I be open and frank and honest and have a little bit of candor?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay, but what about if I invite you to watch me play volleyball?
No.
Do you want to play in a mud tournament with me?
No.
Why?
Because I'll get yelled at you for being dog shit.
Yeah.
Give me 3 years to get back on my athletic game of practicing volleyball.
Okay. Let
And
me know if you
then
need help. I'll coach you.
No, you'll yell at me for being dog shit.
That's the point. I will do it. It'll help you get better.
This is a story because that's right. We don't just get yelled at by Erika on this podcast. We also podcast on this podcast. What that entails is us going online and finding silly little stories. And folks, I've been doing that for what? 180
years?
episodes.
I mean,
I
how
don't
many
know.
have you done individually?
No, the intro.
Oh.
It can't be 180
Hello,
episodes.
Judgies. You can say my name if you read this, and please do. It's Gabrielle.
Hi, Gabrielle.
Not even my story, but just want to say hi to my favorite parasocial millennial podcasters.
No,
No.
they know we're old now.
Don't know why you
we're
need to
Gen
be-
Alpha.
Include
Skippy
that.
Toilet. Rizzler.
Just don't even try to go Zoomer. We're so young. We're children. We're 13.
I technically can't be on Apple Music. I'm not old enough to be on it.
Am I the asshole here?
Yeah,
Is
probably.
the subreddit?
That's what the H is.
No, it's not.
Fuck.
Aitah for cutting. That sucks.
Yeah, hated it.
I really wish there was a better way to say it. AITAH for. God, that's even worse.
Just say out the whole thing.
Am I the hole for cutting off my surrogate after she repeatedly made me and my husband feel uncomfortable?
No.
I need to hear more.
Really?
My surrogate made me and my husband feel uncomfortable.
I cut them off.
Oh, you know what? You're not the asshole for that.
When I, 25 female, was 15, I was in a car accident which left me badly injured, and due to my injuries, this left me unable to have children. My husband, who I will call Jack for the sake of this post, has known this since he has met me, and we always agreed that we would use a surrogate when the time came.
That's just expensive.
All of it's expensive.
Yeah.
True.
They should make having babies free. Can I say that?
Preach.
Yes, actually, you can.
About a year ago, Jack and I talked and agreed that we are ready to have children. We talked about it for a while, and we decided that we were going to go through with an agency, as we didn't really feel right asking someone that we know personally. We were quickly matched with a woman who I will call Jess.
I've got 4 people right now that if I was like, I need a surrogate, they would do it for me.
That's
4?
crazy.
At least.
How would you inseminate? Naturally?
No.
Hmm.
That would be the cheaper
Would
route.
they still be on board with it?
With that,
Yeah.
Interesting.
I hope not. I hope they're like, no.
Yeah.
Because if they're like, yeah, I would do that, then that means they've got feelings for my husband, and I don't like that.
They went from ride or die to ride and die.
Yeah.
Yeah. Christian, would you?
Would I
Would
naturally
you,
inseminate?
if your wife asked you, would you fuck someone else to make them pregnant?
Probably not.
Okay.
Shows how much you love me.
Probably not.
I mean, you could probably convince me.
What a
into it.
trap. What a trap of a question. Well, we got the paperwork done, and soon after Jess then got pregnant with mine and Jack's baby boy. She was always super sweet towards myself and Jack, and we saw no real red flags or warning signs. However, this quickly changed after our son Owen. That's why.
Yeah.
After our son Owen was born, when she heard the name, she sort of made a face, but we brushed it off.
Does
Oh,
it
no.
actually say that?
Yeah. I'm the surrogate.
Oh no.
It's a bad name. Why would you name your kid Owen?
It's not that bad of a name.
You're going to get teased.
Do you think it's any better than Josh?
Yeah, I do.
We think the name Owen's better than Josh? Yeah, unfortunately.
What? No, she said, do you think it's any better? Wait. I got duped. No, Josh is a better name.
Rabbit season.
No.
Everybody leave a comment below. What's a better name, Josh or Owen?
Owen's unique. Josh is
No.
good, but Josh has a lot of hate.
Yeah.
Owen's more unique than Josh.
Yes,
I
but it's
also
not
don't
a
know-
unique name.
It depends on how you spell it, I guess.
Owen.
Owhen. Owen.
I hated that.
Yeah.
You did too, actually. Sometimes we do things we hate, like having to naturally inseminate my wife's friends.
Oh my God.
Then she came over to our house the day after we got to take Owen home, and came over every day and stayed for hours, always trying to take him out of our arms or being critical when Jack or I tried to do anything involving Owen. This went on for about 2 weeks, but yesterday I finally snapped when she picked Owen up and said, "Come to mama."
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
I yelled that she wasn't his mom and that she is no longer welcomed in my home. She then sent me a bunch of angry texts claiming I was ungrateful and a huge B word. I stand by my decision, but I feel guilty about the way I reacted.
Yeah, no, you should stand by that decision. Why is she even still coming around?
That it feels like that's the whole point of an agency.
Yep.
I've never done that, gone through an agency to do this. It feels like that the agency should have paperwork to be like, and
Yeah.
that's where you're no longer.
Yep.
She's moonlighting as a wet nurse, so it kind of just accidentally happened that way.
I mean, that's one thing. Like, if you want to continuously like supply breast milk for them,
Yeah.
sure. But you still have to cut that off at a certain point. Like, you can't, that's not your baby.
And the way that the writer wrote it, she's a writer guy, really.
Yeah.
The way that she wrote it was like, and she just keeps coming around for 2 weeks. That feels like she wasn't supposed to be
Yeah.
there doing what are we doing? They were probably just being nice. Because I'm sure even if, you sign up and you consent to be a surrogate, there's still like postpartum and like,
Mhm.
I mean, the hormones just play a
yeah,
crazy deal on your body.
It's
so
a big deal.
I'm sure they were just trying to be nice, and then you get someone who's trying to steal your child and
Yeah.
rename them to something better. And honestly, I don't blame her. I think maybe if you name your kid a normal name,
Like Josh.
Owen is a normal name.
every time that kid plays a sport or anything competitive and loses, he's gonna call it 0-1, 0-2. Oh, you lost 3 times, 0-3.
Damn. Josh has played against an Owen or two.
Next time he takes out a student loan, he's gonna be owing, all right.
Boo. No, this is like
I don't. Yeah, it's a. So listeners,
I don't think that's the move.
I
though.
put on my
they got socks on them.
I put on my woodworking hat today, and I cut a table's legs. So it's the same table, but it's shorter.
It's coffee table.
Yeah,
Slightly
which
taller than coffee table.
this is the table height I wanted the whole time.
Yeah. No, this is great.
For
Yeah.
this setup.
But I can't put my feet up on them.
No, I'm gonna say no.
If you think that's comfortable, I'm not going to stop you from living your best life.
It is comfy.
That's crazy because that's straight marble.
Well, yeah, it would be better with a pillow under it for
Yeah,
sure.
I will put my foot down on the pillow. For me, you can't put your feet down on the pillow.
It's rude, but
Yeah,
okay.
I'm drawing a red line here.
Fine.
It's gonna suck if I do it. I'm like, ooh, that is pretty nice.
That's all. We do need to test it now.
Yeah,
That
go
way-
for it. Go for
yeah,
it.
We need to walk
Look
them
at your
out.
dirty ass socks.
Oh no!
I walk a mile in these Louboutins. Sorry, I took my son for a walk today.
Oh,
It's so much better, right?
hey, it's me again. Hey, Judgies pals, you can say my name. It's Gabby. That's
Hi,
right.
Gabby.
It's the same
No,
one.
listen.
I
If I
hate-
can't have them on, you can't have them
I
on.
hate
So
the
I didn't
feet
say
in the
that.
shop.
I do have dirty feet. Look, I cleaned today and I wore white socks, which was very silly of me.
I went on a walk.
With just your bare ass feet,
Well, no, I had my
socks on.
socks in my shoes, and my shoes are dirty because I got
Yeah.
dirty ass feet.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, that's probably from my flippy floppies. This is the same Gabby. We had two from Gabby, and I thought, hey, way to go, Gabby.
Way to
All
go.
right.
Banger after banger by Gabby.
Love you guys. I constantly have you guys playing in the background because you keep me sane. Found this on Twitter and
Whoa.
cackled because WTF. Very Christian / Josh coded, I feel. Love ya. A fellow Midwest piss baby. So it's a screenshot from Twitter. It's a screenshot from Reddit on Twitter sent to our email on this podcast
Okay.
from r/ukjobs.
Okay.
Ooh.
Whoop.
No way,
British.
that's a whoop, right?
D-
I'm just
what
fucking
do
with
you-
you. I'm fucking with
Okay.
you. I'm fucking with you.
You got me.
I know. That's fun. Silly goofy.
My new boss regularly says toot toot, shifts his body to one side, and then farts.
I mean, that's silly, goofy.
I can't believe I'm writing this, but several times a day, my new boss says toot toot, shifts his body to one side, and then farts.
I hope there's a hand. I hope it's a toot toot.
Well, the thing,
I hope
but
there's a hand gesture.
they're from the UK, so it's not toot toot, it's some sort of UK accent.
Oh, okay.
And I feel like toot toot is a phrase that you can't say with a British accent.
Try.
Toot toot. Like, I just feel like my mouth doesn't like respect the ooh.
Toot.
Toot toot, chip chip, toot toot. It just
Okay.
doesn't work. I don't know. So maybe they're Scottish. At first, I thought it was some sort of joke, but he doesn't seem to laugh or be seeking any kind of reaction from the team. It's like he's doing it subconsciously. You think he's the training lead?
You guys ever just commit to a bit so hard that you do it subconsciously?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've noticed, but Christian and I have been going on walks recently.
Long walks on the
You might notice, listeners,
Sidewalk.
viewers.
But
holding hands.
I noticed it maybe like 2 or 3 times ago, but when we're walking, we're just walking, right? We're not like normally when we talk a lot, it's we're working out, we're doing something. But now we're just walking. And I so hard picked up on Christian's sketches finger point
Dude,
that
it's hard.
I've had to actively stop trying to do this when I'm making a point.
It's hard, dude. It's a brain worm.
So that obviously started as like a little bit of a bit. And now it's part of it.
It really, you make a point and you go,
At first, I thought it was some kind of joke, but he's not even looking for validation. I've been putting up with it because he's still better than my last boss. But today he randomly said, toot, toot, toot. The first time he's ever used a third toot.
long fart.
And then let out the most disgusting loud fart I've ever heard in my life. It's impacting my morale and my performance.
Oh no.
That's crazy. You're a bad employee. You're a bad employee.
Since when are we anti-employee?
I'm just saying, if you can't be silly, goofy at the workplace,
Then where
you're basically
can
a
you?
cop.
But at the same time, they're like kind of being what an employer would want, is saying like, you're hindering my performance, sir.
Yeah.
The investors are gonna be so upset.
Yeah.
I've lost 3% efficiency because of these toots.
Just quit using HR jargon on me.
I tried to tell my colleague about the most recent issue, but she looked shocked and refused to believe that he's done a third toot. He only ever does 2. Don't be ridiculous. I'm not sure what to do. Does anybody have any advice?
Quit.
It's crazy that this is at like a tech firm where it's like everybody's making $300,000 a year.
Everybody toots.
His boss, Keir Starmer. Hey, that's a little political joke. Sorry, Erika. I didn't mean to steal your thunder.
How dare you?
She's pissed.
I do enjoy that. Like, this feels. Do you remember? You know how like pendulums swing on like cultural shifts and everything.
Yeah.
I'm so online that when you said pendulum,
You thought pendulette?
I was thinking like hit the pendulum.
Okay. Okay.
Is that a phrase?
No.
The pendulum's
but it
awesome.
reminded me of the Benjamin
Yeah.
and Penelope. So
Sure.
The
pendulum.
Yeah. Unfortunately, no, it was a pendulette reference, actually.
Yeah.
Christian's more online than you.
Sorry.
Because pendulette's so big with the kids right now.
Hey,
You aren't an alpha.
I'm just saying.
Hey, you tell her.
Sorry.
What the fuck was I saying?
Something about hitting a pendulum.
Okay,
When the
yeah.
pendulum
Pendulum
hits.
So yeah. So like, do you remember when we were like in like, I don't know, probably like 5th grade, and one kid was like, farting is a natural body thing. Like, we should be able to fart. And then people just started farting all the time, and you're like, that's not like a brilliant. It's still rude to fart around people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, unless you have a condition where you cannot control it, it's fucking rude. Like, come on.
Unless you got good farts, and then it's funny.
So it is funny to see like in a workplace, there's like that same like 5th grader logic of like, actually,
It's natural.
It's a natural body, and we shouldn't shame it. It's like, no, farts stink. Farts stink, and they impact morale. Actually,
It's true.
When you put it like that, it makes me feel like maybe I was a little too harsh.
on
The employer,
employee.
employee. Maybe it does harsh the vibes.
If during the podcast, literally every time we recorded, you don't have stinky farts, but
That's what I'm saying.
even if it wasn't stinky, even if it was just loud, it would be fucking distracting, and I would have a word with our HR.
But his belches are fine, which actually are
sneak 'em in.
stinky.
I sneak them in.
I do think. I mean, that's a fair point, but yeah, the farts are a step above burping for sure. Absolutely. In a professional setting, you can get away with like burping at your desk and be like, "Oh, sorry." If you just rip ass and then go, "Oh, sorry," I'd be like, "Don't apologize. You clearly meant to do that. Like, that was a choice."
Yeah.
We all live our lives hiding our farts.
Yeah.
That's not like a unique thing like that like the workplace demands of you. You don't fart around a new girlfriend for fucking 6 months.
Yeah.
Like, everybody has most people have the ability to not mask that. Burping is something that like is slightly more socially acceptable. You still wouldn't burp in front of your boss.
I would. What if I could do this with my butt?
What the fuck? If
Would
Then
be
could I?
very impressive.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't need this. I'm sorry. Am I holding this one? Was I
You
pointing?
pointed at it.
That's the sketch hand, but I was trying to get it out of frame.
You were orangutan pointing. Erika's not online, folks. It's all
I
right.
know what an orangutan point is.
There's a specific video going on right now. There's a meme of it where they're like,
I get it.
Mm-hmm. Admittedly, it's not a very deep.
yeah,
It's not a really deep internet thing.
Joshua,
What's up?
I read a couple of our YouTube comments that people think that I actually hate you or that there's like bad blood between us.
Oh, don't worry. There's an email coming up.
Oh, okay. Go on then.
No, you're good.
to you. It's in your email. HR
no.
sent you an email.
I am drafting. Yeah. Continue.
Oh, no. I don't. When I listen back, I don't hear it.
Yeah, people are just weird and parasocial.
Okay. Are you offended by me?
No, I think I offend you more than you offend me.
Oh, you don't actually ever offend me.
Which is still more
Which,
than you
I
offend
mean,
me.
I don't know if you guys have noticed, there's been drastically less carrot throws.
3 times 0 is 0.
Okay.
I've been saying that.
You're always saying math shit, so yeah. But I just if I'm ever getting like too spicy towards you, let me know.
Did I
I'll
ever show
tone it
you
down.
the hate? I had to have showed you the hate post on our subreddit from like a year ago at this point, probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
But I just saw like a recent comment that was like, does Erika actually hate Josh? Like, oh no.
Yeah, I thought I deleted that. I guess I didn't.
I
No,
don't
I don't
actually hate Josh.
I
I
don't
normally
actually
delete
hate
them,
him.
but sometimes they slip through the crack. We get
It's a level deeper than hate. I don't know.
Despise?
Yeah, it is a
We
job.
are mortal fucking enemies.
Hi, Rick.
Hi.
Hi, Christian.
Hi.
Hi, Aurora. Hi, Josh. Hi. Hi, Rick, with the
Oh, I get
What
twice.
the
yeah,
hell?
and an emoji, a
Hi.
smirk emoji. If you read this for some reason, you can say my name, Maddie, she, her. I've been a shitlord for a hot minute. Huh.
What?
I was trying to think of the Chapel Roan line. I've been a shitlord for a damn hot minute and have been listening to the pod on repeat recently. Unfortunately, I can't ABP because my family sucks ass and not in the fun way.
Boo.
Anywho, I was scrolling on Reddit and saw this letter and felt the need to send it in when I read it. Since I don't have any stories where I'm obviously not the asshole. There's one but where I obviously am the asshole, but you'll make me cry, I fear.
I mean, I kind of want to hear it.
Yeah,
now.
then you got to send it in.
I figure this will be the only time I'll be able to send something in. OPOP, Maddie, kiss emoji. P.S. I also sent a screenshot. Yada, yada. There's a random SpongeBob. Just it says I like Squidward, and I don't know why. Maddie, what's up with that? Was that an accidental click? This is from r/. Oh god.
Oh, brother, you're gonna have to zoom in like that.
R-
Oh, brother.
r/foundpaper.
Whoop.
Assistant. So this is just like a paper that they found like
On the
somewhere.
floor.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Assistance requested. Looking to get in contact with the lovely woman residing somewhere in the Oregon district. She is maybe 5'8", long, red, wavy hair, naughty little body. Can only be described as amazing. No mistaking her if you know her.
It's Meredith. They're looking for Meredith.
If you know her, please tell her John is looking for her.
Merida?
Merida. Shit.
No, Meredith Gray.
She just, no. She's very short, actually.
Well, he said maybe 5'8". Could be also any other height.
It's from a distance. She was actually like 5'2".
If you know her, please tell her John is looking for her. I owe her a great big apology and an explanation. I have allowed other people in my own insecurities to interfere with me and this girl. Trying to correct my mistake, I'll be at the Bell, looking for the Bell, Thursdays and Saturdays around 11. Thank you. Please dispose of this property. Litter bugs me.
Oh my god. Dudes are so fucking weird.
How do you know it's a dude?
His name was John.
Damn. Really got my ass. Hey, all you fucking Instagram commenters. This is when I say I love, when I mean it's so cringe and disgusting. Naughty little body.
I hated that. Hated that so much.
Naughty little body. I think if you ever write out the phrase naughty little body in any context, you should go to jail.
Yeah.
Straight to jail.
I
for
think
sure,
you're
for sure.
done.
You
Professional.
gotta at least spend like you gotta do weekends. At a minimum.
Yeah. I've got split custody with the parole system, actually. The comments on it are just saying, like, well, that's terrifying. I'd try to find her to warn her, which is also like, on one hand, you're like, good idea. But then it's like, now you just have more people searching for this woman.
Yeah.
And now you just have like all these people.
God.
How many times would 5'8"
Red wavy hair
girl get
naughty little
approached
body.
by like dozens of people and just being like, you're in danger. It's like, oh my God.
I don't like that.
Yeah. Hey, you with the naughty little body, come here.
I just feel like, and call me crazy, I can't ever imagine a woman writing some kind of letter like this, but I can imagine 100,000 dudes that would write a letter like this.
There's a comment. Someone said, imagine ending your creepy stalker letter with, please dispose of this property. It says properly, but I said property earlier. Now I'm committing to it.
Yeah.
Please dispose of this property. Litter bugs me. And then someone said, doesn't want to leave a paper trail. Smart. Maybe Too smart. That's very good. Hey, OK_championship 3262. Leave the jokes to us.
Way to go.
Don't upstage me on my own frickin' podcast.
The crazy thing is you didn't have to read it.
Cut it.
I'm not cutting it. I'm not cutting shit.
Dude, I know it's your birthday in 4 months.
Okay.
Do you mind if I edit this one?
I guess you can edit this one.
Yay! You were off work for 2 weeks, never once offered to edit a bonus episode.
That's
Folks, we'll
true,
see you on
and
the
that
other
is-
side of this break.
I'm a bad guy.
I mean, he wasn't really able to.
Yeah, I don't have any time either. We're back on the start of the break. Tension and all.
I can't tell if he's being serious.
Yeah, I'm being very serious. Christian, can you hit us with that?
Circle Jerdge. What the hell? It's the Circle Jerdge.
Guys, I brought a little Circle Jerdge for us.
Thank God.
Nobody even asked me if I had
First time. Do you?
one. No.
This is the first time in a long time that Christian's done one on my episode. And like vice versa.
That's true. And, you know, we've talked about it. Chrissy had ear surgery.
What?
That's actually really hurtful right now.
Very funny.
When you were coming out of surgery, did you hear the TikTok audio of Chrissy, wake up?
I thought I did, but I was like,
Yeah.
what is this? I was too out of it.
Yeah,
It
that's
was me
topical.
in the waiting room.
That's topical.
Me in the waiting room.
So got surgery.
What?
Employer, don't listen to this part. I did not partake in anything recreationally that I normally partake in.
Took a
Okay.
little break.
Medically.
Medical. I took medical
You
leave.
took a medical leave.
And during that time, I had a little time on my hands, so I wrote some ponders with Pissy.
Weird, you had time to write Ponders with Pissy, but not
Sober.
edit a bonus
I was
episode.
super busy writing this single Circle Jerdge. Super busy. So these are all very, very sober thoughts, but just from a stupid brain.
Yeah. Come on, man. Wait, did you
A goofy
did you,
brain.
Did you go? Because normally you go in your garage,
Yeah.
and allegedly don't do anything.
Yeah.
So did you still go to the garage to get in the right headspace, or?
I went to a hammock this time.
Oh my God.
Me upgrade to a hammock. I've only been able to use it a single time.
Okay, I can't.
For
You want to drop? You want to drop the lore that you guys are wealthy enough to have a hammock?
yeah, I guess we'll drop that lore. That
I bought it for his birthday last year, and we weren't able to. I thought our yard was going to be done so much sooner than it was. So the hammock's only been up for like a month,
yeah.
and we hardly ever get to use it because anytime we're outside, Olsen's also outside, and
Yep.
he wants to be pushed on the swing. So you're not allowed to relax.
Sure.
And then also, it's so many bugs, so you have to hit the hammock at the right time of day. Otherwise, you're just getting bit to shit. Anyways, Ponder with Pissy. You ever just watch a bug do its idle animations?
Yeah, man.
Because here's the thing. Usually when you're thinking of a bug, it's only when it's pestering you. It's doing something around you. It's biting you. You ever just think about a bug when it's just chilling there, living its bug life?
That's where they got the movie name from.
A bug's life, dude.
That's all of their idle animations. When you look away, they're having an entire war.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That sucks to hear,
Yeah.
actually. I wish... in my head, I think bugs live a little more civilized life than that.
Yeah.
How easy would it be to get Elon Musk to make a penis in the sky with using Starlink?
You know what? I bet he would do it.
Very easily.
He would think, because here's the thing with Elon. He just wants to be viewed as cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And like, it would be kind of a sick ass move if he moved a bunch of satellites to be a giant penis in the sky.
You could probably get a couple more votes for Trump if you did it.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
we need to cut this now. Actually, fuck. I know I'm not an athlete because I hate how tournaments work. Pool
Interesting.
play for 3 hours just to make up a bracket afterwards? Get fucked. And don't even get me started on double elimination.
I hate double elimination.
Yeah. If it's all in one day, for sure.
Yeah, I fucking hate. Erika was in a volleyball tournament recently, And like, you know, I'm like, how's it going? She left at 8 a.m. to go to this tournament. At like 1, I'm like, how's it going? She's like, just finished pool play. I'm like, what do you mean you just finished pool play? How many teams are there? And it's like, 10. And it's like,
There's 8.
I'm like doing the math. I'm like, you're gonna be there for another 16 hours? And then it's always comes down to like, oh, we're in the last game, but the team we're playing is undefeated, so
You have to beat him twice.
we have to beat them twice. And it's like, so you have so many games left. This is insane.
Those were 2 separate tournaments he was referring to.
But that's how about every single tournament goes. Yeah. Every single tournament I've ever.
Any tournament
heard
that's
about.
got pool play isn't going to be double elim. Just so you know.
That's how you know he's not an athlete.
Mm.
I mean, I said at the top, that's kind of fucked up.
Do football teams do tournaments?
No.
Like at the professional level?
No. At like,
At any level?
I mean, the college football playoffs.
is it
kind
like
of is
summer
like-
football?
I mean, like when like in. No, I mean not in like a nationally organized scale.
Okay.
I mean, the playoff system is like you play the regular season. That's your pool play,
right.
and then at the end you seed based off of your
Performance.
record, depending
Yeah.
in the conference or your division and everything. And then it's single elimination for the end all be all. Then there's March Madness tournament for basketball.
Yeah.
College football playoffs play a little bit. Well,
I just didn't know
Now-
if there was like a one day, like you play 3 games type.
oh no, football cannot be played. You cannot play 2 games of football in one day.
Bunch of babies.
I mean, the toll that it puts on your body, like.
Bunch of babies.
I mean, if you talk about like from a
Back in my day.
NFL standpoint, like there's people that rightfully are pissed that there's Thursday night football games because teams will go from playing on a Sunday and then playing on a Thursday, and that's only like 3 days of rest plus travel you have to get in there. So it's really like 2 days of rest, and it's not good for the sport, folks. Right now, there's a game being played right now on a Friday night. Believe that shit,
Ew.
in Brazil of all places.
Oh, wow.
Is this like preseason shit?
Nope, this is the first. There's an opening week of the NFL.
And they're
this week.
doing it in Brazil.
Why?
Come to Brazil.
Because the NFL likes to make money, and they think that one of the most densely populated countries by playing a game there can bring in more viewers. So
Makes sense. Does anybody even use websites anymore? Like, everything is just an app now. How do you find a new website?
apps
Stumble upon?
and Facebook pages.
Yeah.
That's all everything is now.
It's crazy.
Literally.
It's so annoying, man.
It really, like, I just think back to, like, even in, like, Stumble Upon, like, in college, where it's just, like, you would just go find random websites. It's like, oh, this is a sick thing.
Yeah.
And it'd be a very niche, like, cool thing. And now it's just, like,
You remember Music Map?
yeah,
Didn't you
No.
find that on Stumble Upon?
probably.
You type in a
It's-
band name and then it like branches out.
It makes, like, a
Music.
web of
Like
Yeah.
related
similar
artists.
artists. And then it'll be, like, a web where it's, like, here's 3 that are related. It's, like, the closer they are, the more related they are.
Yeah.
It was pretty sick.
It's very
actually.
interesting. That's how I found a lot of bands back in the day.
Yeah. I just today I was trying to like help someone map a music, and they were asking me like for related bands and what the hell. And I was like, where? I wish there was a website. I was trying to map like public transit from one state to where we live, and I was like,
Okay.
how do you do this? Like, what's the best way? Because like Google wasn't like
Google's dog shit.
it's
now.
so bad with public transit, and like to be fair, public transit in the United States is horrible, so it doesn't super work great anyway. And I was like, what's the best way to figure out like if you go on like Kayak, it'll show you like all flights from the airport on each like
Yeah.
airline, so you're like you can make the decision. But I'm like, I just want to get from this place to here. What combination of buses and trains is the best?
Yeah.
And the best, but this one person was like, I use this app. I'm like, I have to download a whole fucking app
Yeah.
just to try to, like, this is insane. And then ended up the shortest freaking bus ride was 12 hours, believe it or not.
Whew.
Yeah. So,
Is it easier to make an app than it is to make a website? Or
I don't know. I have no idea.
I just
man.
don't get it.
I think you just probably get more traffic off of an app than a website these days.
guess
All
that
these
makes
kids,
sense.
they don't even know how to use a computer.
Yeah. I don't even know what the frick www stands for because I'm Gen Alpha.
Willy Wild. Willy Wild.
Website.
You got it.
I couldn't even get through it. I'm so stupid.
Can spiders catch other spiders in their web?
No.
They secrete anti-web stuff. Why do you think Spider-Man's biggest villain is Venom?
Because he's poisonous, not venomous.
There you go.
Venom.
No.
Venom.
I was wondering if you'd catch me on it.
No.
I imagine spiders fight each other.
I guess, but like, I don't know. They don't got their own secret sauce going on in their webs.
Do you think they taste good?
Well, no. I just wondered if, like, hey, my web's a little different. My web's a little stickier than your average web.
Yeah.
The ropes I'm blasting out of my ass, they're a little stickier.
I mean, yeah, because like spiders walk on their own webs.
Yeah. But they can walk on other spiders'
Yeah.
webs. Do we think it's just per species or just all spiders can walk on all webs?
I think if I had to hanker a guess, I would hanker more towards the all spiders can walk on all webs. All web slinging spiders can walk on webs. I think a tarantula might get fucked up.
Yeah, a little caught.
Yeah, I don't think they're built for that.
Tarantulas
They're
don't-
built different.
They don't do webs at all?
I don't think so. Man. You're thinking of trapdoor spiders.
I am?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
come on. We just had a story where we just decided that there was webs out of a tarantula, but they don't freaking use them all the time. Give me a break.
My bad.
I freaking hate bugs.
I do too. That's why I try not to think about them doing their idle animations. Last one here. And I want to preface this.
Tarantulas do not build webs to catch prey, but they do spin silk for other reasons. They burrow
For
And
other
it-
reasons.
Burrow.
and defense
To sell it? What the hell are they doing with that spider silk?
and food storage.
They're just making fucking cabinets?
Do tarantulas chew or do they just still suck blood? Do all spiders just suck blood? Or do any of them you think got like molars? They're just like grinding down plants.
I don't
You think is there an herbivorous arachnid?
We need to get an entomologist on
No.
this pod.
I don't need to know anything about words. I want to preface this by saying I don't want to see this.
Okay.
But for scientific purposes, but I think there needs to be a repository of videos of buttholes farting so we can see kind of what's going on down there.
Huh?
A suppository of videos?
Yeah. I just want to know what's going on when a butt farts. I want to see it in action, kind of like when you're in 8th grade and they show you a child being born.
Yeah, kind of.
I want to see that for a fart.
I am sure that there are videos on the internet for that.
a repository.
Is there a repository of them?
I'm thinking that you could go to www.
Willy Wild.
Shut up, Josh. Never mind.
It just seems like you might have been to this website, and I would love to know. It's an app now, actually.
It's an
Fuck.
app, yeah.
I don't think they have an app.
Have you ever heard of dead internet theory?
No.
That's where everybody online is just post an asshole. It sucks. Kills the whole freaking vibe.
Really?
Mm.
I mean, you've seen cake farts for sure, right?
Yeah.
So that didn't answer your
What?
questions.
No.
What?
Oh, a boy that used the internet in the 2010s has seen cake fart. Color me shocked.
I am shocked.
Who hasn't seen cake farts?
I don't know what it is.
Do you don't know what it is?
Well, it's just cake sitting, right?
I mean, she says, you want, what did she say? She says,
I don't remember.
you want to see, you know what makes me happy? Cake farts. And then she sits on a sheet cake,
and then
farts,
she farts.
a couple times.
And then you kind of just see the frosting kind of flap away.
Yeah, it's impressive how much farts she had.
But I just want to know, like,
Are you thinking like MRIs?
no, I want to see I want to see, like,
the asshole of it all.
if I could, let's just say I want a repository of videos of people whistling. I want to see all the different mouth shapes and what's going on with a pair of lips while you're whistling. I want to see the thing what's going on when you're farting. I want to see if different farts do different
this is
things.
a very weird thing to admit that you want to see.
No, he prefaced
I
it with
don't
saying
wanna
he
see
didn't
it.
want to see it. He just thinks it should exist.
There should, for scientific purposes, it
Yeah.
should be
No,
somewhere.
I'm on your side now.
I
Actually.
am not on your
Yeah.
side.
It's actually really smart of you to.
Thank you.
That's a contribution to science.
Remember the Nair video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy's got to have a repository of farting.
I'm just saying.
I've never
we
seen.
saw how it winked.
Well, I guess.
Yeah, but you have to know that. Like, I get what you're saying. You have to see the different noises.
Yeah.
Like a silent one, does that look the same as one that's a real flapper?
Also, can we get the slow-mo guys in here? Can we get a
The
Phantom 40,000 frame second camera?
Maybe Dude Perfect comes in and tries to throw shit in there while they're farting.
Oh my god!
I think this is a bajillion dollar idea.
Thank you. And here's the thing, and call me weird.
You're weird.
I don't actually hurt my feelings a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't want the same thing for poops because, like, in my head, I'm like, I know what's going on during the poop.
You get it. Yeah. There's only one way to let poop out of a butt.
Yeah, but
It
like a
opens up
fart,
and-
I feel like there's. I feel like
No.
stuff's going on here.
Liquid. I gotta see what how
Interesting.
you gotta see shit, folks.
Slow mo guys, please,
No,
please,
it's
please
literally
reach out to
still
us.
the same.
How do you know? Have you seen the suppository videos?
No.
Okay.
Don't check my history.
Sounds like you have. I don't.
But that's all I got, guys.
Hey.
There,
I like your
some of them.
your alleged thoughts better than your sober thoughts. I gotta tell you,
Yeah, sober thoughts really are a peek behind the curtain.
they're interesting.
And it kind of got a dark, sick, fucked
Actually,
up sense of humor.
Would you like editor to cut this and we can just do Josh's Circle Jerdge?
Oh, I didn't have one. So
Well,
Yeah, I got a
nobody asked me.
backup
So.
one.
if it's my Circle Jerdge, tweets that should have banged. So
I got a backup one. If
it's
you
a real,
wanna do
it's a
one.
real pick your poison cherries type of a night, Erika.
That's an inside joke
It's
that
an-
nobody else is gonna get.
I do have to tell you the Circle Jerdge idea that I have written down, but I will never, ever be able to complete it.
You could.
No, because I've tried going back to this multiple times, and it's like it's such a like I don't even know how you describe it. It's such a hard to grasp concept. Minor Greek gods, and then god of chilling on the beach, god of skipping stones, god of getting hit in the nuts, but it actually ends up not hurting that bad. It's really
I would pray to that god.
it's just like it's such a hard. It's hard to get a silly, stupid thing that's minor enough, you know. And
Sure.
I've tried going back to this. That
Well,
was one right every time I went back to it.
The fun part about Circle Jerdges is they're kind of all, because it's just really you and me,
Yeah.
and it's kind of the same Circle Jerdge
I have one every once in a while.
for this what I'm about to say.
Hmm.
I'm saying it's just him and I having the same three brain cells when we read a Circle Jerdge, and it's the same premise just with a different coat of paint. So like
yep.
Greek gods for minor things is kind of like the Circle Jerdge I did the other day. That's like, here's some shit that like you can think of that will make you happier because
Yeah.
we you know what I mean. I can't remember it. The little
Because you
things.
deserve it.
The little no before and that was also the same coat of paint. Let me be very clear. But the little things, right? So you know when you
Yeah.
go on a walk and no music, God of going on a walk and you just put down the phone for a second.
Damn.
Yeah,
It's hard to do.
that's what I'm saying. So it's actually we should get more praise for our
When you
Circle
were saying
Jerdges.
like, oh, the minor gods, I was thinking of like Hephaestus. It's the ones like you don't.
Oh, he's actually really important.
I thought you were making a joke because he was like a smith, like a miner.
I do get what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of a Greek god stan, so like he's not that minor in my heart.
Yeah.
I did
He was banging Aphrodite.
yeah, I did a report on Hephaestus. That's the only reason. And like, I remember him specifically.
Probably the most minor god I know is this. You guys probably haven't heard of him. Zeus.
Dionysus.
Spelt wrong.
Okay.
Hi, Judgies. This is where we do our listener submitted sound.
Oh yes. Hello.
Longtime listener, new time piss baby, Lindsay here. You can say my name, pronouns she, her. I've been holding on to this sound for an idea while the original version of auto-tuning your JUDGIES sign off to the music of a certain song I won't say. I'm going to play it first.
Is it hot to go? Because we've already done that.
JUDGIES, pod with Christian, Josh, and Rick. Alternatively, JUDGIES, Judgies love to piss and shit.
Okay.
It's hot to go. I haven't had time recently to mix it, but when I heard you mention Chaperone on this week's episode, I couldn't hold it in. I decided to just sing it because I can't keep it to myself anymore. Besides, I think the best listeners are the ones people sing by themselves in the car or something a la a song. Maybe I should piss myself type. Maybe I should piss myself. I hope you can look past the bad singing and enjoy. Thanks for the awesome podcast. I'll get around to sending in my story about my disgusting J-Name-X moaned his sister's name while we were hooking up. Oh, mama.
No!
You're pissing her, Lindsay. And then literally 5 days later said, I just heard this week's listener sound from Marion and fear I missed my chance. How embarrassing. That's okay, Lindsay. You know what? You're right, Erika. We've already done one. Let me do another listener submitted sound. Hi, Judgies. I'm
Hello.
Cammy. You can
Hi,
say my
Cammy.
name if you actually see this. I absolutely love the pod. I tell my friends about it and force them to listen with me. ABP, baby.
ABP Cammy.
I'm just going to go ahead and play the song, actually, right now.
Are you Cammy from SIU that did Be the Match with me?
Highly likely.
Be crazy.
Let's
That
just
would be
play this
crazy.
one.
Judgies, judging all your shit and piss.
Okay.
Nice.
I, like Erika, also love Chaperone. Just kind of fucked up because I was the first one to bring her up. Because the little gay girls who get it. And so my brain made up this little ditty while driving home a couple weeks ago. I hope you enjoy it. Piss shit, cum, Cammy.
Erika, you gave a look like you were on Chaperone.
No. That look was he's claiming he did it, but I was pretty sure it was you.
No, he's the one that brought it up.
All right, fine.
But-
I was just trying to defend my man.
I was the first one to go and listen to the whole discography and be like, brothers, there. Turns out the internet was onto something.
Yeah. I mean, friend of the show, Ratchley X, was on Chaperone
Probably in
years
2022.
ago. And they're mutuals on TikTok, folks. So I definitely thought
What the fuck?
I was original as much as a parody can be original. I just listened to the most recent episode and heard the almost identical listener sound. Definitely didn't hear that before making mine, but apparently there's another Chapel-inspired Judges Loving teacher out there. And there is, because after we played the first Chaperone Judges Hot to Go, Sal in the Discord came in and said, damn, I was going to send that in, but I missed my point. Or missed my chance. So there's another teacher.
Sal, send it in. We're going to have a compilation.
Which is fun. Hey,
I loved it.
I think it was...
And I like everybody's got like their own little
Yeah.
take on it.
It's almost like a Sabrina Carpenter nonsense outro X Chaperone Hot to Go X Judgies type beat.
It really is. And also, I agree with the first listener. We said too many names now. I can't remember the first listener. Just listener submission sounds that are just them singing in their car. There is something that is just special about it.
Oh, for sure.
When you can hear the terrible acoustics of a car, and it's like, yep, they're doing this on their lunch break, and this is hilarious and awesome.
So we do listener submitted sounds before a listener submitted story. If you want to send in either of those, do that at judgiespod@gmail.com. Long time since we've done that, bud. I forgot about that. That was such a
can't
fun
bring it
day.
back.
I think I don't know if we've done that in this configuration of the studio.
Oh, for sure.
I don't know. I don't know. Hey, Judgesters. My name is Toby,
My sister?
20 female. You can say my name.
Except she's 22.
And I'm a longtime listener. I love it. Well, this was sent 2 years ago.
Also, Toby never listens. Fake fan.
I've never listened
This one goes
before.
out to you, Toby, and not our listener.
I love everyone on this podcast, but my favorite of all is Josh. I love a good pun,
Liar.
and he gets me every time.
They're lying.
Tell Aurora I said she sounds like Lola Bunny. I mean it as a compliment for sure. She's so cute. But anyways, I thought I'd share a piece of personal funny lore I have. Out of the gate, I'm single, and I'm on Tinder and Bumble. And I met this guy. He's in the Navy, and I thought a good-looking guy. We talked for 2 weeks, exchanged pics,
And now you're married?
etc. But because I wasn't in his city, we only talked. He comes over the day that I move into my college dorm with only my bedmate. With only my bed maid. Sorry. Nothing was unpacked and it was a mess. Anyways, day comes, which important info, I was a virgin at that point. He fingered me, which is not the insane lore part. The insane lore part is that I was so nervous to give him a blowjob, I let him do anal for my first time.
What?
Like a Mormon. I think Catholic is the correct denomination. He ghosted me, after which was a little sad, but I got over it quickly. My only consolation is that he gave me a bottle of alcohol like payment almost, like a prostitute.
I don't like this story.
I'm an
actually.
oversharer and would honestly love you guys to talk about my email on the pod. Love you guys.
The pod.
What'd you like about it?
The whole thing was,
It's a fun, silly, little goofy.
it was,
It honestly was so like new college kid oriented.
Yeah.
Like the whole process of like, I'm a virgin. I was fumbling and somehow I ended up with like him putting it in my butt. And it's like, how you hear these stories when you're young, and it's like, how did you get there? How does this happen?
The Gmail first auto response for like auto reply is, I am so proud of you. Hey, Toby, it seems like you're doing okay.
Huh? You're probably doing better than my own sister, so.
There you go. The top Toby. I've always said that. And that was just a little short one. Now we've got a long one.
Ooh.
It's not long, not that long. That's why I paired two of them. This is another listener submitted story. Hi, hello, Judgies. You can say my name. My name is Amy, spelled
Amy.
with an I.
Whoa.
And I love you all. I'm Amico on Discord. Amico? Amy Co. Probably Amy Co. on Discord. And the one who couldn't figure out for nearly a month how to get into the channels. It's okay. I'm old. Josh, you really grew on me, and now I find myself in a standard abyss of puns. I couldn't afford the infinity abyss. Erika, you're so amazing and beautiful. I really love the intense love you have for Christian and intense hate for Josh.
Something
I
good. Something
don't
good,
hate
something
Josh.
Jujutsu Kaisen. JKJK.
I don't know. I've only seen like 3 episodes of that.
I just said Jujutsu Kaisen because it said JKJK.
Oh.
But Jujutsu Kaisen is JJK. Aurora, from day one of your laugh, I knew your laugh. Aurora, from day one of your laugh, I knew we could be best friends. I'm pretty sure after my son was diagnosed with autism that I have it too. Not
Fair.
saying that they caught it from their son. I think now they're just
Oh
realizing
no, that shit's contagious.
the understanding it for. Well, everybody's just sharing vaccine needles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why we need safe injection sites for vaccines.
Yes. I've been saying that.
Me understanding at 40 I was not a neurotypical child opened my eyes. It's okay that I thought a stork and penguin watched my life on a projection screen, that I believed so strongly the Care Bears lived in the Sears curtain displays, and writing stories like Jurassic Bark with a man-eating German Shepherd. I don't know what any of those have to do with you being autistic, but I love all of those for you independently.
You meant artistic.
My son was diagnosed autistic. Christian, you and I have the same brain and guts. The way you say ovary instead of every gets me every time. Gets me ovary time. Actually, that's what they wrote.
Did you even notice that you do that?
I definitely did, and it's totally a bit.
What's that song by Sugar Ray?
Every morning.
How do you say it, bud?
Every? I don't know.
I hear every. I don't know, but
I'm sure it comes out as
Sing
ovary
it.
all the time. Every morning there's a halo hanging from the corner of my girlfriend's 4-post bed.
That's
so
beautiful, baby.
here's my story of how I got on another boat and my friends thought I was dead. The title was I Got on Wrong Boat, Friends Thought I Was Dead.
Okay.
It was a beautiful summer day on Lake Michigan.
I would rather be dead.
That's Illinois' property, is all of Lake Michigan. Don't come at me, Michiganders. My friend and her family invited me to stay on their boat for the day and evening. We docked for the night, and then we got on the boat, and then it parked, and the party started. My old friend, Tequila, decided to join the festivities. My friends dared me to chug an entire gallon of water. Of course, I said yes.
That's
Easy.
really dangerous.
Easy money.
Near bedtime, my friend's parents told us the potty on the boat was full and to use the dock restroom. Gallon of water and no boat potty. Oopsie.
Good thing you're in water. You can just dip your booty in.
There were many trips to the bathroom. Then one trip, I never returned. My friend and her mom panicked. They checked the woods, the bathroom, no Amy. They've checked the parking lot and surface of the water. Still no Amy. Surface of the water is a scary place to check for a body.
Uh-huh.
Finally started to check the boats that were docked. They came to the dirtiest, nastiest boat on the dock. Low and boat hold. There I was.
Does it say boat
It
hold?
does say, but the thing is, when people say they like me because of my puns, I fear you and I wouldn't get along. Can I say that? Can I say that?
No.
Okay. I would never say boat hold. unless I was somehow on a boat and I needed to shit and I was talking about a butthole, but I said my whole boat hold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I would do it ironically is the thing.
Right.
Curl up on a dirty nasty. I'm just kidding, Amy. I love you specifically. Curl up on a dirty, nasty cushion, fast asleep. I awoke to my friend and her mom calling my name, and they helped pull me out of this boat as there was no ladder to get in the boat. They were smiling and crying that I
How the
didn't
hell did
die.
you get in there, Amy?
To this day, I'm puzzled how I got on the boat. Tequila tried to kill me, so we are no longer friends. Thanks for all the laughs and pisses, your friend Amy. R.I.P. to my friend's mom. Cancer took her, so I cherish this memory even more.
R.I.P. a real one.
Yeah.
I mean, tequila did try to kill you. It's in the name.
That's fair.
It's in the name.
You're such a boomer.
I'm Gen Alpha.
Nobody can see that because you have a beard. Can't see your
They're lost.
jawline.
He's got 2 beards. That was a gay joke, folks. That's right. Christian
Absolutely
is
got my
a
ass.
freaking bicon. I'm outing him on the podcast.
Unfortunately,
This-
not. Hey, but I'm a 3 on the 1 scale. I can say a dude's hot.
I'm a 3 on the by Kingsley scale,
Yeah.
actually.
It's a good one.
Thank you.
I liked it.
Trigger warning, self-harm. Put that at the beginning. Am I the asshole? Would I be the asshole public? This is from that subreddit. r/am I the asshole _ would I be the asshole _ public.
It's a whoop.
I hate
Comes
that.
off the tongue so
Really,
easy.
it's yeah. Oh, you remember the aitah would the public? I went no contact with my parents for 24 years because they tricked me into giving up my child.
Ooh.
Would I be the hole for refusing to see them before my mother dies?
No.
And this one was sent specifically by Jesse, and the title just says, Erika would love this story. And it looks like you would.
I am so intrigued by the title alone, so let's get into it.
And I'm being for real, Jesse. This is a real I'm putting my trust in you moment, because I read through the whole thing, and there's a reason why this is an Erika story and it's not a Josh story. So if this Erika at the end, you have to judge on whether or not Jesse did well.
Okay.
No bad
And-
dude, so.
And if Jesse did bad, I will block their email, and Jesse can never send another email to us.
Oh shit. Okay.
So
No pressure.
Yeah. And it is Jesse McCartney.
Oh my.
So,
R.I.P.
oh fuck, he is dead, isn't he?
What?
It is.
Or wait.
It is Jesse Eisenberg.
I lied. Aaron Carter's dead? Wait, which one's dead? One of them's
I'm
dead.
pretty sure Jesse McCartney's dead.
The youngest Carter is dead.
Oh, then maybe Jesse McCartney's alive.
Is Aaron Carter the youngest one?
Yeah, Nick
Who's-
Carter's the older one.
Okay.
Backstreet Boys.
Oh yeah, he's still alive.
Oh, thank God.
Thank
Which one is dead? One of them died, right?
Aaron
Aaron
Carter.
Carter's dead.
Yeah.
Aaron.
There's Keeping Up with the Carters, the
Carter.
whole documentary
Yeah,
series.
Aaron Carter died.
Not Keeping Up with the Carters. What was their docu-series called?
I don't know.
I don't
It was like
know.
him and his sister, and he was just drunk the whole time.
I don't know. Anyway,
I was 15 when I got pregnant, 16 when I had my baby. Immediately after giving birth, my mother had forms for me to sign telling me they were hospital administration forms. She was my mother. I believed her. They were actually adoption papers. My child was taken right out of my arms, and I didn't see him again for 20 years. The father of my child and I were still together when I gave birth. His parents were not jumping for joy that we were kids having a baby, yet they were all in to help us. They helped me to get a job as a waitress in my boyfriend's uncle's restaurant. Fucking nepotism.
Nepo.
Fucking disgusting. That was a joke, folks. They helped me get a job. I worked nights and weekends. My boyfriend worked in his dad's auto parts store. Nepo. Every dollar.
Oh, is that where Nepo Auto Parts?
Yeah. Yeah. Every dollar we made, we were saving for the baby. It wasn't much, but we were committed to the family that we had started. So that was the story's written kind of out of order. That was before the baby was born, and then the baby was adopted out. My parents were not so supportive that I was pregnant, and they kicked me out as soon as I told them. They harassed me constantly to get an abortion, then demanded I have the baby adopted. Once my dad even attacked my boyfriend on the street, and my mother accosted his mother in the middle of the mall.
Jesus.
Cool parents.
I stopped talking to them for months. Then one day they called and said they had a change of heart. They didn't want to lose me and the baby. I was wary but hopeful. My boyfriend's parents encouraged me to give them a chance. We all regretted it in the end. When I went into labor, I was at my parents' house. They took me to the hospital. They told me they couldn't get a hold of my boyfriend or his parents. They promised me that they would keep trying until they got someone on the phone. All of that was a lie. I left that hospital heartbroken, and I felt betrayed. I went to my boyfriend and his parents, and we grieved together. Days later, my parents had me taken from their house and forced back. Days later, my parents had me taken from my boyfriend's house and forced back home. I ran away. They dragged me back again and again. They finally let me. Trigger warning, suicide attempt. Is that what you would say? Self-harm attempt? I guess it is in any way self-harm. Trigger warning, self-harm. Put that at the beginning. Editor, cut out all my mistakes.
You got it.
Thank you.
It's going to be a short episode.
They finally let me go back when I tried to unalive myself. I hated them. I never wanted to see them again. When I was 22, my boyfriend and I got married. It wasn't a grand event. We were married at the courthouse and then went back to my in-laws for a backyard barbecue reception. A year later, we welcomed our second child. The trauma from the events of the first time that I gave birth hit us both very hard, especially my husband. I would not have had it any other way, but he still demanded to be in the delivery room with me. I wanted my mother-in-law there with us too. His dad and siblings waited on guard in the waiting room and outside the hospital. Overkill, maybe, but we felt safer knowing there were people there for us, making sure nothing happened. I've given birth to a total of 4 children now. We love each and every one of them, and yet our hearts ached and yearned for our firstborn. Every day I thought of him and hoped that he went to a good family that loved him. Every year on his birthday, my husband would buy him a Matchbox car, and I would bake him a rhubarb sponge pudding. We had no idea if he even liked rhubarb sponge pudding and Matchbox cars, or if he even knew what they were, but we did it anyway.
What the fuck is sponge pudding?
I've only heard of a sponge cake. Erika, come on.
This is so sad.
You're going to make me cry.
I didn't know you were crying. Oh, no.
The thing about sponge pudding, rhubarb sponge pudding is it's nowhere near like coffee cake, carrot cake.
Yeah.
What is it? The meme.
I
Oh
wish
my
I
God.
knew. I wish I
Frickin-
could help you.
Yeah, work, dude.
Oh, banana bread?
Banana
at work?
bread? You can't be like rhubarb sponge pudding at work, dude. Hell yeah! I'm trying to break. It's gonna get sadder.
Oh no.
All right, back into it. My husband isn't a fan of cake, so I imagined our son also wasn't a fan. We would stick a candle in the sponge, sing the song, wish him a long and happy life, and take a photo of us and the kids around his rhubarb sponge pudding. It may seem stupid to keep that wound open, but it was how we coped with his loss. 4 years ago, I was out of town with my eldest daughter at a softball camp. My husband called to tell me to get home immediately. He didn't tell me why, but I could hear something in his voice I had never heard before. Thinking something was wrong, I pulled my daughter out of camp and drove home. I can't quite find the words or express how I felt at what happened when we arrived there. Today, we are in regular contact with our eldest. We talk often, video calls mostly. We like to see him and he likes to see us when we talk. He games with his younger brothers and annoys the heck out of his sister, and they adore him. He was adopted by an older couple that couldn't have kids and was an only child. He loves having siblings. He has spent Christmas with us every year since he came back into our lives and stays for a whole month. For his birthday. Come on. I need to finish reading. For his birthday, we all fly to him and stay for a week. I imagined correctly. He doesn't like cake. He doesn't like rhubarb either, so I bake him a peach sponge pudding.
What is sponge pudding? He doesn't like sponge pudding either, actually.
We also fly to him on the anniversary week of his parents' deaths. They died within 4 days of each other.
Oh my God. No.
His father found us. Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?
His father found us years before when our son first told his parents that one day he would like to meet us. I am so grateful to the man and woman that adopted him. They gave him a good life with lots of love and raised a good son. I wish I could have known them. Thanked them. A few weeks ago, my dad contacted my in-laws. My mother is dying.
Fuck that bitch. Rotten hell, you piece of shit.
They have regrets and want to repair our relationship before she goes. Every part of me is against it. They can both choke to death on their regrets for all I care.
Yeah.
There is not 1 ounce of me even a little bit willing to give them that. I hate them for what they did to us, for stealing our son, for taking him right out of my arms. All that time lost because of their cruelty and their selfishness. I hate them. My husband has no love for them at all either, but he thinks it would be good for me to show them how well we've done. how good our life has been without them. He wants them to meet our kids, all of our kids. He wants them to come face to face with the child that they took from us. He wants to rub in their faces all they've missed out on and leave them with new regrets. I don't think they deserve to lay their eyes on so much goodness. But I think of my son and the good life he had, the good people that gave him that life. I can't say we would have been able to give him that. Who knows what life a couple of teenage parents would have been able to provide. Maybe we would have had the life maybe we would have had the life we have. Maybe we would have had the life we have now if we had kept him. Maybe not. My father-in-law says probably not. The people who mean the most to me vary in their opinions about the situation, but they know us. They know more of our history than I wrote here. I'm hoping for impartiality from Reddit. Would I be the asshole if I don't give my parents a chance?
No.
Honestly,
Oh, that story wrecked me.
yeah, that was a heavy one for Richard.
I will, Jesse, I'm sorry, you are blocked on the email. That was a terrible story. I'm just kidding.
I definitely don't think you're the asshole for not reaching out to him. And honestly, I get where your husband's coming from, but I feel like it's only at most it's only gonna make you and your husband feel better. I don't think it's gonna make your children be like, yeah, we stuck at the grandma and grandpa one last time. They're not gonna be on the same page as you.
Yeah, that's true.
And I mean, it's like, and here's the thing: it's like you're gonna meet them, and they're like, "Oh, they were nice. Why didn't we have them in our lives the whole time?" And it's like, well, you don't know the story, the history.
It's true.
I wouldn't introduce them to your children. I understand where the husband's coming from, being like, we did all of this in spite of them.
Yeah.
And well, not you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But
I mean, kind of in spite. I mean, they fucking kicked. She had to run away from home, and she was still able to build like a happy, healthy life.
At most, if you do like meet with them, it has to be a single time and just like, a single time.
Well, I don't
like,
think the mom's got much more times to meet, bud.
Yeah.
Good.
Jesus Christ.
She sounds like a terrible fucking human being. So
I mean,
good riddance.
Yeah. Obviously, like, it's got to be tough to see a fucking, like, you know, your 15-year-old daughter pregnant. And, like, obviously, I'm not condoning or, like, saying what they did was correct. But it's like, you know, almost like she says at the end there, it is like, would we have been able to have such a good life if, you know, we were... If
but
we
the
had
fact
a
that
child
they
when we
weren't
were
able to
16,
make that decision for themselves.
Oh, no, it's fucked. That's what I'm saying. I'm not condoning what happened, but, like...
But you can sit there and think about that all the time.
Yeah.
You know, well, what if we didn't do it this way? What if we did it that way? And how, you know, it's not going to change the, I don't know.
Well, and it's one thing to be like a parent that's worried for your child, and then there's another thing to be like an over controlling, like,
oh yeah, no,
you are doing things radically. You're radically crossing lines here to like control your child's life because you think you know better,
especially afterwards.
Yeah,
and like effectively like holding your own kid.
I
hostage.
also just can't imagine like your child made a mistake and you're going to kick them out of the house.
Yeah,
they're literally a child.
Well, they didn't kick her out. She ran away. They were trying to hold her.
She said in the beginning of that
for like a
she
month.
got kicked out.
You're right.
Because she was pregnant.
Yes, you're right. I was thinking afterwards.
And I just can't even imagine that.
Yeah, that happens in Glee.
What?
I don't give a fuck about Glee.
It's a good storyline.
It's not a good storyline.
It made you cry.
You know what? Fuck you.
Do you want one last story? It's about another guy who's being a real piece of shit.
Let's get a palate cleanser of a real piece of shit.
It's content warning, domestic violence.
Oh God.
Which, you know, there's a pretty good chance it's about a certain group of individuals. It's about a cop, folks. That's right. 50. What's the stat?
40%.
40%, folks. Google cops 40%. This is a Twitter post of a Reddit story. This is sent to us from Dylan. Found this scrolling Twitter and it's a little crazy. My husband turned into it. This is a good place for Erika to now turn all the grief into rage.
Do I have raccoon eyes?
Not too bad.
It's not too bad.
Your right eye's a little bad.
Yeah, it's actually pretty bad.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna fix it.
It's gonna Cry more.
Turn the grief into anger here, Richard. My husband turned into a psychopath for a split second yesterday.
Oh my god! I saw this one in the fucking raw, and it was like holy
In the
fuck.
raw, gross.
My husband turned into a psychopath for a split second yesterday, and I don't know if I'm overreacting.
This one was insane, dude. Erika, be ready to be mad.
Great. I love this emotional roller coaster I'm going on right now, guys.
I want to say that my husband has never ever behaved like this before. This is the first time he's ever scared me, and I have no idea what to do. I am 23 weeks pregnant with our first baby, and we've been married for 3 years. I am female 24, and he is male 32. My husband owns firearms and works in law enforcement and is trained to handle them safely. They stay in a lock safe at home, and he has never once played around with them. All of that is for context. So as for what happened yesterday, I was simply walking through the kitchen as I noticed my husband at the kitchen counter looking at one of his firearms. I didn't say anything, but I looked over at him, wondering what he was doing. He had gotten home from work, and right before this, we talked for a bit. We had dinner, and I took a shower. Everything was good and normal. As I looked at him, my husband looked up at me, stared for a second, blinked, then picked the gun up and pointed it at my stomach with a completely straight face. My heart fucking dropped, and I smacked the gun down. My husband then started laughing, but the split second of pure seriousness on his face was terrifying. The laugh is also terrifying. I asked him what the fuck he did, I asked him why the fuck he did that, and he says, "Do you think it scared him?" Talking about, I assume, the baby. I didn't know what to say, but tears welled up in my eyes, kind of like that. This prompted a half an hour long apology and hours of comfort from him, with claims that I just wasn't thinking, but also I was just joking. The look in his eyes scared me. The fact that he pointed the gun at me is terrifying. I don't know what to do. I'm so upset. I'm so distraught. Am I overreacting?
No, you're not overreacting.
Mm.
That is a horrific thing to go through.
Yeah. You need to leave.
Well, did you see the little update in the comments?
No.
So you might ask, like, this is one of those situations where it is like you're saying, like, no, you're not overreacting. Why do you feel like you're overreacting?
Yeah.
So she said in a comment, I talked to my brother, who is also in law enforcement, and while he agreed it was really scary, he told me that I may have been overreacting a bit and just being a bit hormonal.
Dude.
That is why
Someone pointed a gun at you and your unborn child.
Also, I mean, it's literally the first rule of gun safety is like, do not point a gun at somebody unless you intend to use it on them.
always assume that it's loaded. Always assume that it's safety is off. Yeah.
It's insane. And go figure
The two cops.
Yeah, the two cops backing his brother.
Two cop. Hey, back the blue, folks. That's what I've always said.
I'm so angry. I hated this episode.
What?
The whole thing is trash.
What about the chaperone parts?
Oh, I did like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to
Folks.
listen to Hot to Go 17 times so that way I can get all the rest of the bad stuff out of my brain.
Well, we have got to go over onto that.
Ooh, weekly bonus episode.
If you want a palate cleanser, $10 a month gets you weekly episodes. $5 a month gets you monthly episodes, and $1 a month gets you ad-free episodes and access to our Discord for our wife. And I assume we're gonna get a lot of shit stories over there. If you want some good palate cleansers,
There's at least one.
and Christian's reading this week, and it's all listener submitted stories. That's right, folks. No Reddit over there,
No,
except for
Reddit.
that one time we messed up a couple weeks ago.
It happens from time to time.
But it's a grand old time if you want to do that. Thank you very much. Patreon.com/JudgiesPod. Erika, where else can they find us?
Anywhere that you're on the internet, we're probably there too, and our handle is at JudgiesPod, JUDGIES pod.
Except websites. We don't have a website. Nobody has a fucking website.
We do have a
anymore.
website.
Yeah, Ben made us that website.
Oops. www.judgiespod.com.
It's actually JudgiesPodcast.com.
No, I think he changed it to Judgies Pod after I yelled at him.
Nice.
How's it going, Ben? Ben, where are you at the Discord, Ben?
Where you at, Ben? Thanks for listening, guys.
The Judgies love you.
Ben Venidos.
Nice.
Is that welcome or goodbye?
Yeah, it's welcome.
Bon voyage.